like the 992 street car is chassis, isn't it already kind of developed to accept a hybrid technology already? Isn't that chassis, at least from what I read, they're saying there's a space inside the car, I guess, for a battery for it, but they're not going to put it in yet, but eventually. Yeah, eventually. But I mean, I think that's a natural progression, though, like you said.
Makes sense.
Racing, like everything with regulations, and I think it goes back to, obviously, from a motorsports perspective, if you're racing a hybrid car or a 911, for example, well, fans and people like this probably want to buy a hybrid 911. Like, you can't necessarily race something that you're not selling too, right? So it's kind of one of the, they have to go hand in hand. So if you see the motorsports go that way, well, you know eventually it's going to be in the street car, right?
Yeah, and to be honest, I think the hybrid car is a little bit underestimated. We drove, for example, as a company car or family car, a Cayenne. And now I have a Cayenne E-Hybrid.
Oh, yeah.
And even my wife, she's
they're
saying,
powerful.
Hey, what is changing here? And I said, it's a hybrid. And she said, it's so much more agile. It's because of the torque of the engine.
Oh, yeah,
516
foot-pounds.
Yeah. It is. We've driven one, and they are robust.
Yeah. And when we developed the GT3 hybrid, we also converted a street car for our engineers just to go play.
Oh, man.
And it was a GT3 RS with a GT3R hybrid system in it.
Oh, wow.
Super cool.
I bet that was really fun.
Yeah, with additional 200 horsepower at the front axle, and it was really amazing.
Now you're going to have people listening. You're like, I want to do that. Can I do that to my car? It's like, no, you cannot. That was for prototyping. That's for internal use only. No, that's awesome. Aaron, do you have a couple of things that you wanted to go over? I know you had
we
some
kind
stuff.
We kind of talked about it. We hit on it. I was just wondering, like the GT3R, the 450 volts, and then with the RS Spider when you went 850, was that just power differences, battery technology changing? Like, were you able? Could you have done 800 volts in the GT3R at the time, or was it just still too new and testing and?
Changing the 450 volts to 850, it's not just
well, I know
switching,
it's not just
switch.
I know it's a lot of development behind it. I just wondered.
The reason why normally everyone is stepping up in the voltage is you can run based on the same power, lower current.
Okay.
And if you have a lower current, you don't need these thick cables. And thick cables means lots of copper and weight, and that's the reason why everyone is stepping up in the voltage. But as I said, there's a cap in the voltage is round about by 1,000, so you need a little bit margin of safety, and that's the reason for being at 850.
I just wondered that progression, and like we talked about before, I was thinking, I was like, well, if the RS Spider went 850 volts, obviously 800 volts with the Taycan, then that had to transfer. So I know you said your Sebring experience was one of your first track experiences in America. You didn't do any track things, and when you were still in Germany and all? No Nürburgring, no.
Before that, no. No. but with the GT3R hybrid, we were at the Nürburgring several times, also for the 24-hour race, and that was quite a lot of fun.
Lovely. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's amazing.
That's all I had. That was just a couple of things. Just the voltage and I was just curious. I mean, Sebring being your first track, still a good track.
Oh yeah. What a baptism by fire when the cars aren't working. Fix them.
We have one electrical engineer. That guy.
He's the guy. You're like, well, I didn't do this. I didn't do this.